Welcome to our community, California. Our learning target for today is I can identify features of California's geography. Geography is a word you might or might not have heard before, and it has two word roots, or places where the word comes from. The first is geo, which means earth. The second is graph, which means description. So if we put that together, we are talking about a description of the earth, or the nature that exists in California. So yesterday we talked about the city of Oakland. Now, Oakland may feel big, but as you can see, it's actually just one small dot on this map. One city on this map. You can see other cities like San Jose, LA, and San Diego as well on the map. These cities are inside of the state of California. As you might remember from 5th grade, California is one of the 50 states in the United States. The reason that the United States is called the United States is because united means together, like Elmhurst United. So the 50 states are all united together. So let's take a look at this map of California. What do you notice? If you said that you noticed the different colors on the map, that's awesome. Those colors can be read using the map key like we learned about yesterday. So as you can see from the map key, the green color shows the land that is exactly at sea level, exactly at the same level as the water. It's very low. The orange color shows the land that is 10,000 feet high in the air. So it's very high up in the air. What do you think the blue colors might show? So let's take a quick tour of some of the geographic features that are in California. Let's start with that dark orange color that we saw earlier. That shows the super high land. If you thought that high land might be a mountain, you are correct. Up in the north, we can see Mount Shasta is one of the several mountains in California. A mountain is a very high area of land. It usually comes to a peak or a sharp point on top. A close cousin of the mountain is what's called a plateau. The Modoc Plateau is also in the north of California. The plateau is a tall, flat area of land. It's higher than the area around it, but unlike a mountain, it's flat, almost like a mountain with its head cut off. The Mojave Desert is located in southeastern California. It is a desert because a desert is a very dry area of land with almost no rain. Near the Mojave Desert is a place called Death Valley. A valley is an area of low land between two hills or mountains. It's called Death Valley because it is one of the hottest places on Earth. Over to the west side of California, you can see the Channel Islands. Islands are small pieces of land surrounded by water. If you've ever driven south of San Francisco, you've passed through what's called the peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded on three sides by water. Our final landform is what's called a coast. You might have heard that California is called the West Coast because it's on the west side of the country. A coast is the area where the water meets the land. Here's a picture of me on the California coast over the summer. Now let's move on to bodies of water. The first one we'll start with is Lake Tahoe, up in the eastern part of California. Lake Tahoe is a lake, which means that it is surrounded on all sides by land with water in the middle. If you guessed that all those thin blue lines were representing rivers on the map of California earlier, you were correct. The San Joaquin River is one of several rivers in California. A river is a moving line of water that connects to another body of water. You probably know that the area we live in is called the Bay Area, but did you know why? Hint, it has nothing to do with bays. Bay Area means that the area is an area of water that is surrounded almost completely by land. It's not 100% a lake, but it's almost there. Lastly, in case you were wondering what all that giant blue area is to the west of California, that's what we call the Pacific Ocean, a very large body of water. So now that you've watched the video, you're going to review the words that you just learned. Here's how you're going to do this. Scroll down to step 2 and click Got It so that this little advertisement goes away. You're going to play a matching game where you match the name of each body of water or landform with the definition. So go ahead and click Start Game. You'll see that each definition and picture can be matched with the word that means that definition. So for example, a small amount of land can match with hill. Keep going until you have gotten rid of all of the different options, and then try again to see if you can go even faster. If you're still stuck and you're not sure what those words and definitions mean, go back and watch this video from the beginning, or you can choose a different study mode, such as flashcards, which will help you to practice the words and will read the definition aloud to you with the reading button, so that you can practice learning first. Lastly, you are going to answer 2 questions in the discussion. Make sure to use complete sentences with the sentence starter. The first question is, which landforms and bodies of water have you seen before, and where did you see them? You can say, I saw when I was in For example, last weekend I went to the beach in Santa Cruz, so I can say I saw the coast when I was in Santa Cruz. The next question says, which landforms and bodies of water would you like to visit? You can say, I would like to visit because. So for example, I would like to visit the mountains because I've never climbed a mountain before. That's all for this assignment. So once you've done it and you've clicked reply and posted your reply, you are all set to move on to the next assignment. Good luck.